Yeah, so I guess to move on to my thoughts on the game so far, I'm a level 31 archer, which means I need to go get all the bard stuff. I'm on that quest right now, I think.
Nice one. Very nice.
So, level 31 archer, just going about the place. I joined the Limsa, the Maelstrom, as my grand company.
Wild. Unbelievable.
Pretty because it looks cool.
It does.
Limsa just looks really cool, the city. I've got a chocobo. The chocobo's very fun. Very glad I have a chocobo. So that is, I think a big moment in any Final Fantasy game, I guess, is the chocobo moment.
Have you unlocked it as a companion yet? Or just no? Okay.
No, cool. I'm level 30 though, so I guess at some point I'll get a quest that will let it be a companion so it can like fight with me and stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, got my chocobo. Things in my head. So pacing was really good. It was like slow, but it was like going somewhere during the initial Gridania stuff. Then, I do some more questing. I get introduced to the faction leaders of the grand companies in the 3 city-states in ARR. Then I do a quest line in the Sultanate people. I forget what are they called?
The Immortal Flames in Ul'dah.
The Immortal Flame. It's the Immortal Flames city. Ul'dah?
Ul'dah, yeah.
Ul'dah. Yeah. So I was outside of Ul'dah doing this quest line that, to be honest with you, it was going places, but the pacing was getting a bit tedious.
Yeah.
And then I had to go do a Beast Tribe related part of the MSQ in Gridania. Yeah. Which is with the little floaty leaf people. The Sylphs, yeah.
Yep.
And that is honestly the sort of thing where I was going through, I was like, you know what, I like all of this, but the pacing's feeling a bit slow right now. This could be faster.
Definitely.
And I think almost every Final Fantasy XIV player agrees with me. And I know this is the bit where I have to get through the 10-year-old content because, and I have enjoyed elements, like many elements. Like I've overall really enjoyed the experience. Yeah. It's just, the pacing has slowed down a little bit. And I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, but let's get to the Scion stuff. I am at the place where the Scions, the 7th Dawn are. Is the Science?
The Waking Scions. Scions?
Yeah.
Scions of the 7th Dawn.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, they're near Ul'dah in the little place. Yeah.
So they're, what's that?
So like forming...
Vesper Bay. Vesper Bay.
Forming them was cool. And it was basically this thing of like, I actually liked what those storylines like with the Sylphs and the stuff going on in Ul'dah. I liked those. It was just the pacing. I mean, the one in Ul'dah did end with me killing a primal, I think. Not primal. That was like a primal. It was the primal of
the trial Titan.
Yeah,
Titan. Yeah.
Yeah. So that, and I'll get into it because that was basically not really a boss fight. Because I'm at that stage in the game right now where I've done like 4 dungeons. I've been doing dungeons with you guys, and it's been really fun because I've been clearing an MMO dungeon on a character that I like. Yeah. But I cannot look at those dungeons and say that they're better than WoW's. They are not.
The early dungeons are miserable. I actually genuinely...
They're not good.
I genuinely think...
They're okay. Like, they're okay as a thing to do in an MMO to progress your character, but it's not like you think, oh, fuck, that was a great dungeon. Yeah. But I know I'm just not at the bit where the expansion content is.
Yes.
So I'm enjoying the journey. I have, there's pros and there's cons. I'm enjoying the journey, but... pacing slows down a little bit. Not super ideal. I'm just trying to get through more of the MSQ. It's the sort of thing, whenever I sit down and I'm just sort of in that more chilled out mood, I don't mind the slower pacing. Yeah. Really, it's just... I think it was just the Sylph stuff. There was like a bit in the sort of middle arc of the quest line where it didn't feel like it was going anywhere fast, and that's what got me. Yep. But from what I understand, as I go into more of ARR, get towards the end, I'm going to be having big fun things.
Yes.
There's something, the
Praetorium.
Praetorium.
Oh boy.
I've been told to brace for that.
That is... the Praetorium is... almost killed my interest in the game entirely at the time.
Wow.
Because cutscenes were completely skippable, which means the climax of...
Ifrit, that's what people are saying.
It was Ifrit, not Titan. I have not done ARR in a long time. I completely forget the order of those things. I should maybe just replay it then. I'll just replay it in solidarity with you. Goodbye time. Sorry, Ratchet. But the... I don't even remember what I was saying anymore. My brain doesn't work anymore. It was about the... it was about dungeons and then something else. I can't recall. Oh, Praetorium. Fuck's sake. Yeah, Praetorium. The Praetorium nearly destroyed my interest in the game because it's the big climax of 2.0, if I remember correctly. And they could be skipped. Which means I went in and I was like, sweet. Big long queue time, whatever. Happy days. This is a really cool cutscene. That was like 5 minutes. Where's everyone? oh, okay, they're on the first boss. Okay, I'll run for multiple minutes to get there. They're already ahead. I have another cutscene when they kill that boss. Sweet. And then I had cutscenes upon cutscenes upon cutscenes. I think I managed to press 2 abilities on the last boss before it was over, because the dungeon was almost over by the time I'd watched all the cutscenes, because everyone just skipped and ran ahead, and it was an awful nightmare experience that made me like kind of hate the entire climax to 2.0. And thankfully, the cutscenes cannot be skipped anymore, which means veteran players suffer like hell.
Right.
If they do MSQ roulette and get Praetorium, they suffer like crazy. But the roulette rewards people plenty, and
so
they're forced to see it. So new players get the experience better.
Yeah.
But it's
so that's rough. So as a new player, when it's unskippable, I'll be fine. So I'll
Yeah,
be
you're
able
fine,
to enjoy it on its own terms. It just
Yes.
sucks for the vets.
Yep.
Okay, so there's like no situation, because if this was World of Warcraft, I'd go in there and I would, be watching the cinematic while everybody else does the dungeon, kills a few bosses, and then they're like, that dickhead's AFK, and then they kick me from the group.
Yeah.
So that's like literally impossible in Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah.
As of when?
Like
a new
I
thing,
don't remember. It's new-ish.
Right.
Because I think I played ARR when Heavensward was out. So I think that was added in either Stormblood or Shadowbringers. Also, like, well, there's someone saying it's good for you watching YouTuber eating dinner. It is like 40 minutes, I think, off cutscenes or something like that. It's huge because it is the climax to the story of ARR. It's just, there you go. Just, it's such experience. It's almost the epitome of that, and I think at some point after in the patch content.
Storm Solos just said here, would strongly recommend getting boosted through Praetorium and the other one by a high-level friend unsynced, so you can enjoy them.
Yeah, Praetorium and Castrum. I can't remember what it's called because all the Garlean location names are very hard to remember. It's like Castrum something. Like there's Meridianum, there's Orions, there's loads of them. I didn't Stormblood apparently, yeah, but it's definitely.
Interesting.
Yeah, Praetorium's almost half a level at every level in roulette now.
Wow.
So it is just if you don't mind the cutscenes, have loads of
AFK,
XP.
get half a level.
Yep. Castrum Meridianum.
Oh yeah, some people are saying don't skip because the fights are fun.
Yeah,
I'll see. So that's actually interesting then. So there's people talking about the Praetorium. Then this is like a historical thing where it like sucked in the past, but it doesn't now.
Yeah, but it is also just set aside a lot of time to do this.
But that's interesting. That doesn't seem like that really doesn't seem like much of an issue then. So other things then, yeah. So in my experience, Glam. Finally unlocked Glam.
Ah, nice one.
And certainly the UI and UX of Glam sucks compared to WoW Transmog.
Awful, terrible.
But I'm like level 30 and the gear I've got's really nice. I'm not used to this in an MMO. That said, I do pick up some archer gear, and it's all these like weird sort of puffy jerkins and stuff. You're like, what's going on here?
Oh, you love the level 50 bard gear then.
I probably won't, and I'm not planning on playing a bard, so I'm going to get my bard up to 50. Roll samurai probably,
fair,
because it just seems like it's a cool design. But yeah, certainly, it's just that thing with the gear. And it's an engine thing.
Yeah.
Basically, stuff is less static than it is in WoW. So there's like physics and more things in your gear.
Yep.
And your gear moves satisfyingly. It like layers on itself satisfyingly. The way that, you can dye your gear. That's
not all of it, but
there's some dyeable gear. That's like really cool. And yeah, you know what? It's just a lot of it's the design of the gear. It looks cool. I like how my character looks. Already I got, for my head, I got an eye patch. I've got various hats. I got glasses-like things. Yeah. And I got like a mask, right? Like a mask.
Yeah, the Nighthawk visor, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember getting that.
Yeah, and I just was kind of... I mean, I don't know how this compares to other classes in the game, or jobs even, or, just other things. Sponsored by Pepsi? No, it's just it's an in-joke.
Again, that would be quite nice, I think.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a Pepsi sponsorship.
Yeah, I'd drink it anyway, why not?
But yeah, so the glam stuff I've liked. And, now it's that thing. The game, lots of detail. It gets visibly wet in the rain.
Oh yeah, that's class.
That's really cool.
Gorgeous, like.
That's really cool.
Gorgeous stuff.
And yeah, the glam plates apparently help with that. I haven't gone into using the plates
glamour
yet.
plates are, instead of individually like casting glamours and stuff, you basically have transmog sets that you can
it's like
apply
sets,
for no glamour prisms in City. But that only works with stuff that's in your glamour dresser. So if you like an item, if you like an item and you want to cast it individually, you'll need it in your inventory. But if you want to use it in a plate, it needs to be in your glamour dresser. So basically, glamour is a piece of shit, but it doesn't matter because the game is gorgeous and all the armor's absolutely beautiful. And the part that I like most is, like, I like some like older sets aesthetically, but every time I suppose I haven't done it all that often, but I go to, when I first went to the vendor at in Spoiler for the Shadowbringers like endgame stuff, I was like, all right, try on. Oh, that early Eden set looks great. I wonder what the next one looks like. Oh, that looks better. Cool. And the next one, oh, that looks better. Next one, that looks like the best shit in the game. And then what do you call it? And then Matt shows up, and he's on a samurai in like full Eden Morn set, the full Savage set.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
cool.
like I say this to him every time his character shows up in front of me, especially if it's outside and he can mount up, because he plays in like an aura female, and is on the I think it's a store mount motorcycle, or maybe maybe it's something else, but it's just like that's a samurai dragon girl with like dark accented hair in the Edenborn set on a motorbike. That's so fucking cool.
I feel like cool. A lot of the gear is JRPG cool.
It's cool,
but I kind of like it. So the glam stuff's satisfying. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to talk about. I know that like I'm in a grand company now, and that means whenever I do fates, I get seals.
Yeah, you get what are they called? Because I know they're flame seals for
I don't know what they're called. But it seems like there's other things there progression for me. That's ARR stuff, so I'm just pressing through to hit Heaven's Ward.
Yep,
that's the plan. I'm having fun. I'm going to keep with it. Yep. I'd be lying if I said it was the most high octane, incredible experience right now. It's obviously slow, and it obviously is a Realm Reborn, and it's totally a Realm Reborn has met my expectations. Storm Seals, people say it's met my expectations with what Final Fantasy players have told me to expect of ARR.
Yeah,
and I think because of that, I am enjoying it. Now, I could imagine that if you were an average sort of gamer and you heard all these people singing FF's praises based on Shadowbringers, and then you played out ARR, you'd be like, what are these people smoking? What are they smoking? This is insane. Yep. But it's not like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a case of if you have the correct expectation set up, you'll enjoy it, and then you'll unlock the incredible experience that is playing the game and being along for the journey while everyone else is seeing the end of the overall arc in Endwalker, which I think is going to be one of the biggest community moments ever in gaming.
I want to be there for it. That's why I'm leveling a character.